Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce, and it's time for a little NBA basketball. The weekend of hoops continues. It's going to be the...
Live from New York at the home of the Knicks, it's the NBA. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Wiggins?
He's one of those lockdown guys, Kevin. He takes players out of their comfort zone with absolutely stifling defense. And he's one of the game's elite defenders in my mind.
And I know something else the fans love about him is the way he's capable of going straight over the top of a defender for some monster throwdowns. I mean, we're talking about posterization with capital letters.
It's out on the road tomorrow as the Knicks wrap up this home stretch. After dropping the first 3 games of the season, they need to turn it around.
You know, right now for the Knicks, they've been about what we expected so far. Not dominant, kind of middle of the road, but certainly a team that you can't overlook.
Well, they're in that middle ground, so the question remains, how do they take that next step?
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I briefly spoke with Oklahoma City's head coach. Going into this game and scouting the opposition, he told me he's a huge fan of Drew Holiday, saying, you know, Drew's still a guy with so much potential. You just don't see that many point guards with his kind of frame. 6'4", close to 2 bills, and a great skill set to match. He's a guy you love to watch, but you often hate to go up against. Kevin, we'll see if he can have a big impact in this one.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Raptors.
And you could see it in that game, despite the odds against them. Once it got to OT, they had the belief that they could get it done.
And Steve, that's what happens a lot of time when the supposed underdog gets the game into overtime. Momentum swings their way.
And here now the Thunder, following the 3 from Drew Holiday. No good from Mitchell.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those when he misses when he's got that much room.
Here's Middleton. It's good. He drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the game here.
Yeah, it's been an average year at the line for them so far this year, shooting about 75%.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
Thunder have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Jukic. Lopez covering. Pass to Mitchell. Halbert. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jukic. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Still scoreless after 4 attempts. Trying to take the lid off the basket.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Here's Mitchell, defended by Middleton. Lets it go with a 3. And the shot is good.
Well, they needed that one finally. That's just 1 of 5 now overall.
Fires from deep. The Thunder pull it in. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
This might not be a marquee matchup by NBA standards, but it holds, I think, a little bit of appeal. They split this season series a year ago.
Jukic, defended by Wiggins. That's good.
Looks like he's trying to find a groove in this game. Just hasn't had it dialed in yet.
New York's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Back to Holiday. Unloads. Money from the wing. Even though they did split those 2 games, there wasn't a whole lot of drama to the series given the struggles part that each team went through.
Yeah, you know what? The networks were not clamoring to put these teams on the marquee. That's for sure. These games were being hidden, if you will.
The Thunder have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. I mean, you look at the numbers, impressive.
And the word is they challenge each other, guys. I mean, each and every one of them to improve their free throw shooting in the offseason. Held each other accountable in that area. And now you see the results individually and as a whole.
For Johnson, it's 2 of them. For the New York Knicks, they come in off the loss to the Detroit Pistons.
I didn't like the defensive game plan they had going into that one. It just seemed out of whack. The matchups were wrong, and they didn't bring the energy necessary either.
You know, it was befuddling to me why they stuck with that, Steve. I mean, they dug themselves a hole, and then they didn't make the changes they should have to get out of it. Didn't make any good adjustments there.
So it's the Thunder now. Following the 3 from Wiggins. Here's Wood. Drops in the tray. 5 points in the game.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 34-point game against Detroit.
Yeah, Kevin, he really set up shop at that foul line. I mean, they could not do anything with him defensively, and so they had to keep fouling. Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one.
And there's the pass to Mitchell. Here's Wood. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. New York's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. He feeds it to Middleton. Passes it to Wiggins. Some nice passing by New York here. Number 43. Well, good with the triple.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
Now here's Johnson. He's coming off a 13-point game against Toronto.
And he showed his versatility, Kevin, with the 4 blocks defensively.
Here's Holiday. Following the score by Oklahoma City. Holiday off a pitch for Middleton. New York, no good that time either.
Couldn't convert, but nice little 2-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Here's Mitchell. Second shot opportunity, and they take the lead. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, and as many times as you see it, Clark, you never like to see a player have to come out of the game with an injury.
Especially when it's your own teammate. But the other guys just have to step up in the meantime to make up for his absence. Next guy up is what we say.
Shot's good by Middleton.
This is great stuff, guys. You can tell he's hurting, but he continues to play well.
That's good.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside, into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Wiggins. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. The Thunder have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Pass to Wood. Here's Mitchell, defended by Ertl. Mitchell passes to Wood. 17-foot shot on the way. Again, Oklahoma City.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
Holiday with it. Averaging 20 points per game. He passes to Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Holiday. The shot is off. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
Really good performance so far on the boards for this club.
Boy, I like the way they've done a great job carving out space under the basket when the shots have gone up.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after the miss from Middleton. And the shot is good from Johnson. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And now let's highlight the highest scoring teams in the NBA. Second, the Knicks.
Yeah, what a tremendous year they've had so far offensively. Those are special numbers they're putting up.
Knicks trail by 4. Lopez outside. The 3. Gets it to go. Lopez has got 6.
Well, with him, what immediately comes to mind is the long-range shooting. I mean, he can knock down shots from anywhere, and of course, that forces the defense to locate him at all times.
And I'll tell you one more thing about him, Steve. He sets the screen maybe better than anybody, and if he rolls off of it, he gets the ball and gets a clean look. It's automatic. That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
And Holiday gets to Middleton. and it's Holiday with the assist that time. He's got 7.
He's feeling it here to start the game. That's 3 out of 4 already.
To the middle. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Kicks it to Lopez. Now the dish to Middleton. There's the pass to Wiggins. Lopez outside. The feed to Holiday. Passes it to her. 6 to shoot. Back to Holiday. And good as it just snugs right down through the net. Here's Mitchell. 23 points his last outing. Here's the screen. Johnson the screen. Mitchell passes to Wood. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jukic.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
The Thunder have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And the first one drops. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Both good from the line that time. New York's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. And here's Walker. 14 points from him the last game against Detroit. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Bulls. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And checking out New York. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
When I look at New York, they just haven't shown the kind of toughness and resilience I expected to see from them this year. Whenever they face some adversity, they haven't been able to fight through it.
Which is really the difference between good teams and great teams, Clark. There's always going to be adversity for everybody. It's how you fight through it that really defines who you are as a team.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open looks like that, you're in big trouble.
Now here's Walker, averaging 18 points a game. Outside Williams. Now Graham. He dishes it to Morris. And he's good on the 3-ball. Morris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but you know, the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Kevin, it's still early on in the season, but let's take a moment to see where the Thunder sit right now. 2nd in free throw percentage, 7th in rebounding, and they're in the top 3rd in the league in blocks. They're a team that really doesn't give many good looks.
Yeah, I'm so impressed with a lot of aspects of their game, but particularly the free throw shooting that you talked about, Clark. This is a club that gets to the line. They're focused, obviously concentrate well. And I talked to the coach earlier. He mentioned how much they practice free throws each and every day, and it's obviously paid off.
Williams dishes to Graham. Number 28, Graham defending. Pass to Moody. Takes the 3. The Thunder pull it in. 1:41 left in the first quarter. He kicks it to Williams. Plenty of space. No good. So New York will take it the other way. Dishes it to Walker. Lets the 3 fly. And that one's good. Walker's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Number 5. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And how did he get that to go?
Even after the whistle, I liked the awareness, the alertness, and the presence of mind to finish the play.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
We got a storyline here. If it goes on for the rest of the game, it could be all those points they're getting at the foul line.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
Now here's Walker. Some nice passing by New York here. He had a nice open look right there. Tucker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. They set the pick. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Knicks shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. Now the pass to Moody. The tray. Can't get it to go.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. They swipe it. And now the Knicks on the break. Pulls up. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there. Feeds it to Morris. With 1 on the clock. That's good. Morris has got 5 now. Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark.
Tune in Monday.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
And I'm just so impressed with the long-range shooting. They have really lit it up from outside.
Yeah, the sharp shooting from deep, a big part of their lead, and they're playing with confidence and shooting it well.
Just 5 to shoot, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Thunder. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. 2 on the clock. Here's White. Blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's what the schedule says for the New York Knicks and what it looks like. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. They hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. Here's Graham. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Thunder. Marcus Morris is out there with Williams. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Graham in at the 1 spot. He feeds it to Morris. Just 4 to shoot. Drains the three-pointer. Morris has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Thunder. Knicks trailed by 3. Pass to Walker. Lets it fly. No good off the back of the rim.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
Morris, no good. New York's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They're taking 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
The Knicks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. First one falls for it. Second free throw, no good. Oklahoma City's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, and they had 5 of them. Pulls from the top of the key. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by, Knicks trailed by 4. Here's Walker. And stolen by Graham. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Foul No call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
He is so creative, Kevin. That's what I love about watching him. As good as anybody in the league at breaking down a defender one-on-one.
And the consistency of his jump shot is another thing we should say about him. I mean, it doesn't matter how many defenders are flying at him. His stroke is never changing.
The Knicks making a switch here. Both free throws good from Graham. And here are the Knicks now. They trail by 6. It's off to Utah for them after this game as they take on the Jazz. That sets off a 5-game tour for them.
You know that Utah game has a lot of attention on it. Exceptional play to take the bump and still get it up and down.
Yeah, way to stay with it and look to finish the play right there.
The Knicks shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Kicks to Morris. He passes it to Graham. The dish to Morris. 5 on the clock. Shoots. And that one's on target from the wing. Morris has got 7 now in this quarter.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
And White kicks to Walker. The Thunder pull it in.
The alley-oop is such a fun play to watch, but when it doesn't convert, it's probably the wrong choice.
I guess that makes that one a terrible choice.
Now, here is Morris. He has 5. Number 5. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
There's Walker with the 3. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
The shot by Williams, no good. Knicks trailed by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And it's White missing. The Thunder have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Now the feed to Morris. Pass to Graham from outside the arc. Can't get it to go. Knicks have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Back to Walker. Fires the 3. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. A 3 ball. And that one's good. Morris has got 8 points.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
Now here's Walker. He dishes it to White to end the drought. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder leading by 8. Pass to Graham. He kicks to Morris. Dishes to Graham. There's a screen. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
He has yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
The kick out to Walker. Buries it from 3-point range. Walker's got 6.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. They have to get a hand in his face.
The pass to Morris. Number 5. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Number 28, Graham defending. Back to Walker. Number 43, defended by Morris. Goes back up, and it's good on the way in. Now just a 3-point Thunder lead.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Feeds it to Williams. Number 5, White covering. And that one's good. He's got 5. The Thunder have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Morris passes to Morris. Oklahoma City moving it around for 3. It's rebounded by Earl.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
And he feeds it to Walker. From the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Number 5. White covering. Kicks it to Graham. Off the pick. Hits the front of the rim and out. New York trailing. Pass to Walker. Shot clock at 5. Williams with the block. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Phoenix. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, there's the Thunder, 3 games behind.
You know, checking out Oklahoma City, they've looked really strong here in the early going. They seem like they've come together really nicely as a group, and you can see the confidence with this team.
Yeah, and the league's taking notice. I mean, they're more than capable of beating any club in the league right now.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Jukic. Lopez covering. Passes it to Wood. It's the outside fadeaway. 9 points in the game so far. Knicks trailed by 3. Pass to Wiggins. The high post shot gets the bucket. Oklahoma City's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. The pass to Mitchell. Halbert. Jukic. Lopez covering. That's good. And the Thunder lead by 3.
Tough assignment for that defender with the size mismatch we're seeing.
Yeah, I just don't think he's big enough to handle it.
Outside Holiday. He passes to Middleton. Wiggins. Clock at 6. Shot denied. Number 43. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
A moment here to take a look at some stats for Brook Lopez. 10th in blocks. He was 10th in field goal percentage. And his three-point field goal accuracy has been really impressive. He's ranked in the top 15.
You know, Steve, he's doing what very few players in the league are really capable of, and that's impacting games through his low-post defensive presence. And he's one of the best shot blockers in the game in terms of his ranking, so no surprise.
And he makes both free throws. The Thunder with the lead. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stint. And it's the Thunder with the ball. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The first one falls.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
Well, it's a nice job of really making the most of their opportunities.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Passes to Wiggins. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. He's got 10.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
To the paint. Boom, he jams it straight down.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Now, here is Holiday. He has 5. There's the dish to Middleton. 5 to shoot. Number 43. Shot is off. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
Rebounds are split just about down the middle in this game, Clark.
I'd venture to guess whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And during the timeout, both coaches getting a chance here to review the strategy at this point of the game along with the discussions. Also some rehydration going on with Gatorade. Everyone trying to bring their top game here tonight.
Yeah, that's why you see the trainers going around to every player, making sure they're hydrated, they're getting enough to drink during the game. And so important to hydrate yourself and keep yourself strong and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch.
1:57 left now here in the second. Johnson kicks to Mitchell. Back to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Gets it to go. Johnson's got 8 points. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, and guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. Number 1, the Knicks.
Kevin, I've always said shooting percentage individually and for a team is a function of the kinds of shots you get. This team leads the league in shooting percentage because, 1, they have good shooters, but 2, they take high-quality shots. They're a very disciplined group.
1:44 left to play here in the second quarter. Back to Holiday. But they get it back. No good from Wiggins.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. We've got 1:23 left in the first half. Middleton dishes to Holiday. There's the feed to Lopez. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
1:04 left in the first half of the game. Halbert. Defender touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. 6 points for him.
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
He dishes it to Holiday. Lost to Wiggins. Some nice passing by New York here, and that one's good.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Halbert. Nailed from three-point land. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And the pass to Wiggins. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 7th assist in the game.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
They set the pick. All sorts of time. Shot is no good. Tries to hit him. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Thunder lead by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime.
Now, presented by Sprint. And it'll be the goal. The Sprint halftime report, presented by Sprint.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. What a game we're seeing from Wiggins.
Yeah, he played a very mature first half offensively, just finding gaps and making good decisions, getting into the defense and knocking down shots.
Well, the way he played that first half, that's exactly what we're talking about when we say offensive efficiency.
They've got Brook Lopez. Chris Middleton is out there with Holiday. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Mitchell kicks to Johnson. His 3-pointers off the mark. New York trailing, and even 3-on-3 break. Dishes it to Middleton. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
So tough to see a player go down with an injury like this.
Yeah, it really is, Steve. It's just one of those things, though. You've seen it happen before as well. And you can tell whatever it is painful for him.
Morris checked in for Oklahoma City. That's good for Middleton. And the Thunder making a change here. And it's tied up with that one. The Thunder shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. To the inside. Halbert. Another shot. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That one is on Holiday.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. And Middleton kicks to Lopez. Here's Mitchell. Halbert. There's the pick. Pass to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
This seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Outside Holiday. Number 43. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. He's got 11. The Thunder leading by 4. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Jukic, and that is good.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
They get it back. Lopez. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
There's the pick. Johnson to screen. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Back to Holiday. He kicks it to Lopez. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Here's where the New York Knicks sit early in the season in the NBA statistics. First in shooting percentage, second in scoring, and they're in the top 10 in fewest turnovers per game. And they really do emphasize taking care of the ball.
Man, the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that and they're on their game, they're tough to beat.
The shot's good from Wood.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
Into Brook Lopez. The basket drops. and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Mitchell. He's got 9. Passes it to Wood. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good. He's got 15.
And I'll say this about him, Kevin. I mean, it looks like he's made of rubber sometimes because defenders just bounce off him when he's driving the lane. What a finisher.
And you know what? He's a guy who will put some wood on you now. He'll throw his weight around. Lining him up play after play can really wear you down.
Johnson with a screen on Holiday. Halbert guarded by Holiday. Pass to Wood. Oklahoma City moving it around. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Here now a very select group of players in the NBA. Big men who can step away from the bucket and hit the 3. Fifth best, Brook Lopez.
So much value in having a big man who can step away from the hoop to draw bigger defenders out there. It really opens up the floor for the team.
Yeah, I think it makes it easier for everybody when you've got a guy who's capable of spacing the floor because of his accuracy from three-point land.
Both shots good from the stripe.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer the perfection continues.
Holiday with it. Now guarded by Mitchell. Got a piece of it. Back to Holiday. The pass to Wiggins.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Here's Jukic, and he makes the 8-footer. 14 points for him.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Feeds to Jordan. And he drops it in from the low post.
You just can't afford to let somebody get that good position in the paint.
Well, it's more than trouble when he does catch it down there, Steve. He's never going to miss from that range.
Mitchell passes to Wood. Fires for 3. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th rebound in this one. No good for Moody. The Thunder leading by 4. Johnson kicks to Mitchell. Halbert hits the 3-point bomb. He's got 15.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Jordan the screen. Number 43. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
And the Thunder making a switch here. So it's the Knicks now. Holiday dishes to Middleton. Outside Holiday. Holiday off a bit from Moody. New York, no good that time either. The Thunder leading by 7. Johnson the screen. Here's Mitchell. And the Thunder another 3.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Got that one up quick. Middleton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, they've got to be careful not to give a shooter of his caliber open looks like that. 1 or 2 of those are all it takes to really get him going.
Halbert. They get the rebound. Right side, good.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Into Jordan, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope, his only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
But there was some style there, Kev. It was a pretty sweet one-handed flush.
It's stolen by Johnson. He passes to Wood. He feeds it to Whiteside. On the wing, Johnson. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup.
Good look. He'll make that one most of the time.
Knicks trail by 9. Moody defended by Mitchell. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Oklahoma City's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Down low. Tipped. Outside Holiday. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Holiday's got 7. Here's Mitchell. He's got 12. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
You can tell he's in a lot of pain. They'll take a timeout so that trainer can help him out.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Here's Johnson. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Let's look at some numbers in this one for Johnson. He has 8 points and a steal.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And they've really done a nice job on the glass, too. A lot of second chance points here tonight.
And both free throws good for Johnson. Knicks trail by 9. Back to Lopez. Uncovered. And that one hits back iron.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound.
Are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there.
Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
No, this is the last thing you ever want to see at a game.
You know, at this point, we can just knock on wood, say a prayer, and wish him the best.
The Thunder leading by 7. Pass to Wood. Kicks to Whiteside. Halbert guarded by Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's up a 3. Gets it to go. He's got 18.
Getting the feel out there from long range, guys. That's his second 3 of the half.
Number 43. Pass to Mitchell. There's the dish to Whiteside. Here's Mitchell. They set the screen. And it's sent back by Lopez. Outside Holiday. Lopez. Back to Holiday. With the lead pass. Gets it to go.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
The Thunder leading by 8. Pass to Wood. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Jukic. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. He's got 16.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
And there's the feed to Middleton. And the Knicks hit again from deep. 59 seconds left in the third. Here's Mitchell. 12 points for him. There's the pass to Wood. Shoots off the screen. Shot is off.
I thought he'd make that one. I mean, that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Explosive leap in the double.
Oh, that was pretty. And he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Well, you hate to be the guy asked to guard it because he's just so dominant, so quick and explosive. Tough to stay in front of.
Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they're playing with so much energy offensively, the ball is really moving.
He dishes it to Whiteside. Here's Mitchell, defended by Middleton. They set the pick. And so he owns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. And he makes the first. On the Thunder making a switch here. He's perfect from the line this time. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well.
Coming up, this
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Here's Jukic. Off target from outside.
Boy, in the film session, they'll say that was a well-challenged shot.
Dishes to Walker. Stolen by Mitchell. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Stolen by Walker. And Walker with a clear pass to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Walker's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Knicks. The Thunder leading by 5. Here's Mitchell.
Ooh, that was awesome.
Look out below.
Give him his badge as a charter member of the High Flyer Club.
I think he's president of that club.
Did they ever vote for that, guys?
The Thunder shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Mitchell off a pick from Morris. Mitchell passes to Morris. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Wiggins. Knicks trail by 5. Passes it to Irving. Some nice passing by New York here. Walker goes in. Pass to Moody. There's the three. And that one's good.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
There's a screen by Williams. Jukic pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Well, they ran a nice play there, Kevin, to set up the easy dunk.
Yeah, he got help from his teammate and ran his man right straight into the pick.
Yep, and that's the offensive player's job.
That's
Run
right.
him into the screen.
And it was a great pick, too, Clark. I mean, he may have lowered his shoulder a little bit, but he got him pretty clean.
New York calls timeout.
He's definitely shaken up. They're using the timeout to let their trainer take a look at it.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Tom Thibodeau had some words for his team in that last huddle. We can't let up now. If we stay and make a few plays, we'll be right back in it. His message was clear. Stay the course, Kevin.
Number 43. And it's blocked by Morris. Halbert guarded by Walker. Johnson with a screen on Walker. He kicks to Morris. 5 to shoot.
Good D, good D.
Jukic, defended by Wiggins. The rebound by Middleton. Knicks trailed by 4. Feeds to Lopez. Kicks it to Middleton. Wide open look. And right through it goes. Middleton's got 10 points here in the second half.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
Here's Jukic. Good on the baseline jam. 22 points for him.
And he should thank the defense for those 2 points. Really, nobody paid him any mind there.
And there are the Knicks with another bucket. Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. He feeds it to Morris. And it's sent back by Lopez. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. And the Thunder making a switch here. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside Holiday to take the lead. Rebounded by Wood. The Thunder have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Jukic. Lopez covering. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both.
He's certainly been hitting well from the line, and those points do add up.
Outside Holiday. The dish now to Middleton. Shoots it up. It's rebounded by Wood. The Thunder leading by 4. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Deflects the pass. Johnson kicks to Mitchell. Number 43. And the Knicks miss again.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, you might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
From 10 feet out, gets it to go. 26 points for him.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
And the pass to Wiggins. The feed now to Middleton. Into Brook Lopez. Thunder with the rebound. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson the screen. Jukic. Lopez covering. Here's Jukic. Here's Mitchell. A 3-pointer, no good. Knicks trail by 6. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Holiday gets the bucket.
That's his first 3-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
Jukic. Lopez covering. Here's Jukic. Good D by Lopez. The Knicks have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. The Thunder leading by 3. Johnson outside. He passes to Wood. Good. It's Johnson with the assist that time.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Holiday off a pick for Middleton. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Kept alive.
Now, he's their top rebounder. He's doing an excellent job on the glass today.
Well, I tell you what, I love the effort he's shown on the boards today, Steve. It's been fantastic.
Pass to Mitchell. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
First free throw is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Knicks trail by 7. He dishes it to Holiday. From past the arc, and it's good.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And I think he believes that if he takes some time here to kind of talk things over, it'll be well served for this club.
And you know,
Passes it to Mitchell. Mitchell off a pick from Johnson. Doubled by Middleton. Halbert guarded by Holiday. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Wiggins defended by Mitchell. Dishes it to Middleton. The shot is off, and Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Mitchell. Johnson the screen. The 3. Pass to Wood. And that basket was going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
he got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And you can hear the reaction of the fans to that call.
Well, it's obvious they did not like it, Steve.
Holiday goes in. He kicks it to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. On defense, the Thunder. 6-point lead. Number 43. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show. And the defense can become vulnerable in the low block.
Now the pass to Wood. 6 to shoot. For the 3. The Knicks pull it in. Middleton's got 3 rebounds now in this one. There's a good screen. Back to Holiday. Feeds it to Middleton. This one for 3. Rebound by Mitchell.
Nothing's going right for him right now. He's kind of lost it here in the quarter.
Lopez covering. Here's Jukic, drilled from 11 feet out. And he has 28 points for the game.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Kicks it to Middleton. From deep three-point range, cannot hit.
He has just disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all offensively.
And I'm sure he's ready to put this quarter behind him and quickly.
Halbert. With the teardrop.
Well, one more and that's it. He'll be DQ'd, disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
The first free throw is good. So he gets them both. And here are the Knicks now. 8-point game. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Number 43, defended by Wood, and that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
I tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
The Thunder leading by 8. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Jukic, Lopez covering. There's the screen. Here's Jukic. Got it. Good job on the low post. He's got 32.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number one, they're ahead.
Outside Holiday. Passes to Wiggins. Can he keep it going? It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
And they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
Johnson outside.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
And the Thunder with some changes. New York's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Some nice passing by New York here. Walker goes in. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You got this, baby, yeah!
First free throw is good, and that brings them within single digits. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
I'm sure he'd like that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving points at the line.
He feeds it to Graham. The dish to Morris. He passes to Whiteside. 5 on the clock.
Good D, good D!
Ooh, the double clutch. Great D that time for Moody. Pass to Irving. 3-pointer. No good there. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time. But first, let's check out the Jordan player of the game.
Welcome to NBA Basketball. I'm Damon Bruce, and we've got you covered here on 2K Sports. It's Sunday night. Welcome to our NBA presentation. It's the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And that's it for us.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. Someone we'll be keeping an eye on, Andre Drummond.
And as rebounders go, guys, he is amazingly active on the boards, relentless. And it serves two purposes. One, I mean, it gets him a lot of rebounds, of course, but two, it takes a lot of toll on the opposition. He can wear you down.
And something else he does that I know is underrated and undervalued is he sets very hard screens. Those screens are a real key component of a lot of the plays they run.
The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one after a win against the Warriors in Oakland. And boy, they got by the skin of their teeth there, winning by 1 point. That was a battle.
And it was the role players in that game, Kevin, that really led the charge. You know, the guys who normally don't score a lot, they came in and really contributed.
A total team performance, Steve, the kind you need if you're going to win on the opponent's home floor.
Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And they lit it up from the three-point line. You don't always have to shoot like that to win a game, but it sure doesn't hurt.
Their percentage from deep was excellent. Just take a look at the box score.
Hit his foot, and it's whistled a kick. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Six on the shot clock. The shot, and it's sent back by Irving. It's George on the wing. That doesn't go either for George.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, a lot of times he'll hit that shot regardless of the defense.
Passes it the ball. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
And so here's Cleveland. Drummond sets the screen for Irving. Lets it fly from 18. Hits the bucket. Irving's got 5 now. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And while we can now, let's check in on the top scoring rookies in the NBA. Kyrie Irving is second.
Well, he was one of those players who, coming into the league, you wondered how his talent would translate to the NBA game. Well, I'd say the transition has gone pretty well.
No doubt about that, Steve. I mean, he's looked comfortable and confident since the first day he stepped onto an NBA court. He's had some big games for him.
On defense, the Timberwolves. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Hernan Gomez. Pass to Drummond. From 10 feet out, it's rebounded by Ball. So it's the Timberwolves now, trailing by 2. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
Yeah, this was a tough matchup for them last year, losing both of their games against them.
Dellavedova, Minnesota with the rebound. Number 5, defended by Drummond. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Both teams nibbling at the edges of the playoffs as the season was winding down.
Well, Kevin, maybe the sweep was a little less painful to take since it came out of conference play. But every loss always is painful when you're in the middle of the pack like that.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. George is checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. I spoke with the Cavaliers head coach for just a bit. Coach said that even though this is the first meeting of the year, he didn't expect there to be much of a feeling out period between the teams. He said, listen, we have a group of guys that can all score and do it in a hurry. I expect us to come right at them and test their defense early on. They'll definitely be on the attack, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And guys, the focus being on the offensive side of things, they obviously don't want to let their defensive guard down, so to speak, can they?
No, of course not, Kevin, but you do game plan around your strengths. And for them, that means really mapping out the offensive strategy first.
I don't disagree with you, but I also agree with Kevin, too. I mean, too much focus on the offensive end could leave them vulnerable at the other end.
Back to George. Fires the three. No luck. And Minnesota now the other way. Here's Doncic. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And if they know what's good for him, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball into three-point territory.
Well, you're right. Anything less than airtight defense on him will usually result in 3 points. Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Rozier from deep. It's hauled in by George. On the wing, George fires the three, and there's George. That's good on the assist by George. George has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Clark David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
There's the screen. Here's Doncic. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
And George, here we go. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Doncic, covered by Irving.
You have got to be kidding me.
Clark, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Did you get an assist and a field goal for that? I mean, that was ridiculous.
Dishes it to George. He feeds it to George. Here's Hernandez, and he jams it with authority.
A high-quality shot is almost always going to come off a rebound like that.
And Clark, he is so good at working his way inside, holding off the defenders under the glass, and being in the right position.
Knows how to use his body.
Yeah, and I just like the way he persistently pursues the pumpkin.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And always good to look at the backstory of the stats. Here are some numbers for Kyrie Irving. 4th in free throw percentage and one of the better passers in the league, in the top 20 in assists per game.
I want to take a minute here to get in a quick word about his outstanding free throw percentage. I mean, you can see how he's brimming with confidence at that line.
Rozier. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Wasted no time on that one. And that's now 7 points with Kyrie Irving. Timberwolves trailed by 4. Doncic covered by Irving. Rozier. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
And here are the Cavaliers now. Back to George. Dellavedova. Three-pointer. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Bulls. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And checking out Cleveland, a half game back.
Well, I think for Cleveland, they've certainly looked more than solid to start this season. I mean, still one of the top teams in the league, and getting it done impressively.
Yeah, the regular season is really just a warm-up for them. I mean, the question is how deep they'll be able to go once the playoffs roll around. And
so it's Cleveland with it. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Kicks it to George. Lock at 6. Dellavedova. They get it again. Back to George. Knocked away. Hernandez. Outside, George from the arc, and the shot is good. George has got his second bucket of the night.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Number 5. Misses off the right angle.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
Yeah, even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
Outside Irving. George for 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Now it's a 7-point Cavalier lead.
He's come out of the gate smoking from three-point range today. Barbecue chicken.
Clark, you know me. I love barbecue chicken.
I'm more of a baked chicken guy myself, but that's fine, whatever.
Clark, where'd we get this guy?
Kevin, you love anything. I've not seen anything come in front of you that's food that you haven't devoured.
Number 55, defended by Schroeder. Here's Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Another miss by Minnesota.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
The putback, and Taylor throws it down. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
You know, he's really adept at keeping possessions alive by hitting the boards and cashing in on some of those putbacks.
And guys, he plays a tough brand of basketball. His biggest tool and asset is his strength, and he uses it every time down the court. Dropped that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Right side George. Launches a 3. Good, and Hill picking up the assist. That's 12 points here for George.
Boy, his performance from long range has been incredible.
I know that was your shot, Steve, and today it's his too.
Now the pass to Murray. Cavaliers with the rebound. George has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yep, they were ready to go right from the opening tip.
Schroeder kicks to Hill. Cantor, the pass to Hill. And another 3 for Cleveland.
You know, they've really built the lead on their inside game and their ability to convert second chance opportunities, Kevin.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Wide open. There's 1:38 left here in the first quarter. Hill gets a screen from Cantor. Here's Warren. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
And Minnesota has possession. 15-point game. Number 45. Wide open shot is on the money.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kick-out's the only choice.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the first. Warren, good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Cleveland. Cavaliers on D. 16-point lead. Doncic. He's guarded by Hill. 6 to shoot. Here's Murray. Off target with his 3.
Boy, in the film session, they'll say that was a well-challenged shot.
Kicked away. 3-on-3. Doncic. He's guarded by Hill. Here's Doncic. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Here's Warren. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And for him so far this season, he's shooting 83% from the free throw line. Those are outstanding numbers.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunity.
Domination in the first one.
Tune in this Saturday night, November 19th. The Toronto Raptors hit the road for a duel with the Atlanta Hawks.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too. Clark, we're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. The drive by Hill. Pass to Schroeder. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Now we have a moment to see the best rebounding teams in the league. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
Yeah, this team's success has always been tied to their rebounding. Just a physically dominant club.
Doncic. He's guarded by Hill. Knight with a screen on Hill. Number 45, defended by Schroeder. The kick outside to Butler. Just 4 to shoot. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Here's Warren. No good on the three. Timberwolves trail by 15. Pass to Murray. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his third rebound tonight. And there's the pass to Schroeder. Can't get it to go. And Minnesota now the other way. Inside. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Time now to get a glimpse at where the Cavaliers are in the NBA rankings while it's still early in the season. 3rd in fewest turnovers per game. 4th in free throw percentage. And they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
And I love that number, Clark, 3rd in fewest turnovers per game, because that's a sign of a well-coached team, very disciplined. They share the basketball. Their spacing is good. They've got a good plan of attack every game. So the players know where each other is, and that just allows for much better offensive execution.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Irving gets a screen from Drummond. Passes it to Schroeder. It's good from long range.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
Number 1, and it's rejected. Here's Warren. He's covered by Murray. Puts it up from 15, and he drops that one in. Schroeder's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
And the Timberwolves call time.
Well, you got to put a body on your man when the shot goes up. That's just fundamental basketball. They're giving up way too many offensive rebounds.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Loser, and it's sent back by Irving. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Shot misses. And Minnesota will come the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. We're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3.
And I would think a lot of attention will be focused on that Orlando contest.
Feeds to George. Takes a 3. They get it back. Schroeder. And a moment now to check out who Minnesota has coming up. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Look at the numbers for him on the line this year. 88% on the season. Impressive number.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
Both free throws good from Schroeder. Timberwolves trail by 18. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Number 5. Off target from outside.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And I'll tell you what, they've turned a lot of those rebounds into points at the other end.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, you got to get some bodies out there defensively, though. I mean, the things are way too easy out beyond the three-point arc.
From past the arc, that drops. He's got 5.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3.
And George kicks to Irving. It's rebounded by Ball.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Here's Doncic. No good from outside.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the official.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Outside Irving. Hernandez. Gomez. Clock at 6. Back to Irving. Fires it up. Off the left rim and up.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Number 5. Drops in the tray. He's got 8.
Now he's hit a pair of 3 balls in this quarter, so he's starting to find his range.
To the inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 17.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Irving kicks to Drummond. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Free throw, no good for Drummond. Timberwolves trail by 17. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Minnesota calls timeout. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Phoenix. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, Minnesota, right behind them, just 1 spot down.
You know, right now for the Timberwolves, you got to go back to the preseason preparation. It was really solid. They established a style of play that was perfect for their personnel. and it's paid immediate dividends at the start of this season.
And the personnel you mentioned wasn't necessarily well respected coming into the season, but they're quickly earning a lot of respect from around the league.
Such a wide open look.
He didn't get off to much of a start early on, but he seems to have shaken off the rust here in the quarter.
And he lays it straight in.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Left side, George. From down in the low post, it goes. George has got 5 points now this quarter. They set the screen. Number 5. But they recover it. Rozier. The finger roll finish at the bucket. 7 points in the game.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
Now here's Drummond. Tight defense on him. And Irving backs in. Up again. Slams it home for the putback. And the Cavaliers lead by 19.
He sniffed out that board and then powered it back in.
Pure Mike Clark. So strong going back up with that one.
That's exactly what he's capable of, guys. So strong.
Rejected by Irving. On the wing, George. Defended by Ball. Dellavedova. Offensive rebound. Drummond.
Get back! Get back!
Doncic. He's covered by Irving. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And now it's time for the Rookie Watch with this season's assist leaders. This is the newest crop of playmakers in the NBA. Kyrie Irving, number 1.
And as the freshman class goes, he's got the highest basketball IQ of anybody. That's why he's at the top of those assist rankings.
Yeah, we would say he's got a geezer's game, old man game. He sees the court like a vet. Sometimes I forget that he's only a rookie.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And the Cavaliers making a change here. George is checked in. Number 5. Number 1. Lays it up and in on a nice reverse. He's got 7.
Well, something special about him, guys, is just how good he is at winning the so-called second shot game, going hard to the offensive glass, salvaging points with his putbacks.
And we can't forget to mention his rebounding now. When you watch him, just keep an eye on the way he battles in the paint when the shot goes up. Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Pretty robust numbers from the free throw line, guys. 82% from the line for this team collectively.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
That free throw good from George.
How about the job they're doing drawing contact and giving themselves opportunities for free points at the line?
My kind of basketball, Steve. No frills, straight ahead, physical play.
And George drops them both. Timberwolves trailed by 19. There's the pick. Number 5, defended by George.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
George sets a screen for Irving. There's the three. Rebound, Minnesota.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Rozier, defended by George. Number one. And there's another one for the Timberwolves. The Cavaliers leading by 15. And George kicks to Irving. Dellavedova to the paint. Here's Hernandez. Uses both hands to slam it down. No challenge from the defense there. Clark could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner, going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
6 on the shot clock. Sinks the triple. He's got 11.
And he's now made 3 3-pointers in the second quarter. He's rolling.
Irving kicks to George. Back to Irving. On the wing, George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Doncic, defended by George. Pass the ball. Backing down. His first shot coming late. The shot is off. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Deflects the pass. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they've steadied themselves a little bit, trying to close this gap.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. That free throw good from Ball.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
Irving kicks to Cantor. 50 seconds left here in the second. And George, here we go. And it's blocked by Ball. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Up the floor. And he trims the lead to single digits. He's got 9.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
George dishes to Irving. George, defended by Ball. Shot clock at 6. From 6 feet. And they're running. Rozier.
Oh, get it! Watch out now. Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
And so we wrap up the first half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And now, it'll be
the Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And now the third quarter about to get going. Timberwolves trail by 7. They set the pick. To the middle, number 1. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for Minnesota. A nice shot by George.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
The Timberwolves shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Number 5. Defended by George. Number 1. Shot is blocked. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession.
As we get this season underway, let's see how the Timberwolves have done so far in the NBA stats. Second in field goal percentage. Fourth in scoring. And they also show up as a top 5 rebounding team.
Now let's talk about the shooting for a second, Clark, because you look at that number, that's impressive. And that's a direct result of having a game plan every night, being well coached, disciplined, and really working hard and being unselfish in order to get good shots.
Correct. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Now look at the Cavaliers' upcoming schedule. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Number 5. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Now the dish to Drummond. Dellavedova. Shot clock at 5. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Irving misses. Second shot opportunity, and they're able to recover. And the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the blocked shot. But he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up right now. The Cavaliers have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Come on, you can hit this!
And he knocks down the first one. That one misses.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game, at least.
Rozier. A three-pointer off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 5. And George, here we go. There's the feed to Drummond. Hernandez defended by Ball. The three from George. Here's Hernandez. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Let's quickly bring up the 2K leaderboard for a look at the top free throw shooters among point guards. Kyrie Irving is second.
Well, if these guys can get to the line, there's not much question what the outcome's going to be. So it sort of prevents the defense from being as aggressive as they'd like to be against them.
That's exactly right. I mean, you'd rather dare them to make a shot than risk sending them to the strike. That's almost free points for them. At least there's a chance they'll miss from the floor.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Well, they need a shot or two to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break.
Here's Doncic. Rejected by Irving. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. They swipe it. George up top. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And that one's good. Drummond.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. They set the pick. Here's Doncic. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And of all the things about him that you like offensively, it's his composure that jumps out at me. The way he never gets rattled. The defense can get in him. He doesn't care. He just continues to do his thing.
And let's give him some more credit where more credit is due for his role as a team leader. I mean, he's somebody who brings out the best in his teammates whenever he's on the floor.
First one falls for him. Good on both.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Outside, George. Dellavedova. Hernandez throws it down with the quick putback jam.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
On its way from Irving for two. That one a little long.
He's playing selfishly now, guys. He's just trying to get as many shots up as he can. Doesn't look at all concerned about his teammates.
Number 5. And that one's good. 16 points for him.
Boy, big man with very soft hands and a nice touch around the hoop.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. On the wing, George. Dellavedova. He kicks it to Irving. Pass to George. Let's go. Can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 6. Number 5. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin. Closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
First free throw is good. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Murray's checked in. So he makes both from the line.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
He dishes it to Warren.